Lights fading up. Hey, hi, hello. It's so great to see you here. Haven't seen you in a while. Ever. Say, isn't this a coincidence? You being here while I'm here too? How do you happen to be here? How'd you get here? What got you to here? Me? How did I get here? How do I happen to be here? How do I happen to be here doing this? Why this? Oh, I've been into this for a while now. I don't know. Everybody's doing this because, hey, this didn't just happen. Didn't just show up. Didn't just burst onto the scene. Oh, no, honey, no. This is a result. It's a result. It's a result of a whole long, a string of a series, of a chain of events, of a bunch of coincidences, influences, chance, luck, consequence. It's really a consequence. It's a consequence of a whole long string of a chain of events, of a series of a bunch of, but now that I wrap my head around it a little, I recall this. Actually started a long time ago. Oh yes, a long time ago. When let's see. Series of the chain of a string of a, yes! When my friend Ruthie and I, well, I don't think I could be wrong, but I don't think you knew her. Ruthie, Kilburn Avenue, Ruthie and I, Ruthie and I were doing something totally different. Something more basic. Simpler. Something, a little more like, as it happens, Ruthie and I, were totally involved with them. Oh, very involved, very going along. Fully engaged we were, and fine, just fine. Happy even. Very involved, very comfortable with. Well then, coincidentally, right next to us, it just so happens, coincidentally, two people, Jill and Ralph, were right coincidentally there next to us. How do you do? Jill, Ralph, right there, who, after a while said, they both said, you've got to be kidding. You've got to be kidding. Nobody is doing that anymore. Everybody's doing this now. And besides, nobody is even thinking that anymore. Everybody is thinking this now. And we recommend it highly. Oh, so Ruthie and I, found ourselves, well, what did we know then anyway? Found ourselves drawn in. And pretty convincingly at that, oh yeah. And before we knew it, we picked up on it. Followed suit, followed along, we followed, couldn't help it. And then we got into it. Enjoyed it even, it became a habit. After a while, we didn't even know we were doing it, but we were. So then what happened? Well, the following year, or it could have been the next, totally oblivious to by then, but because we happened to be doing, we were introduced to this, what was his name, with the long view? Well, whatever his name was with the long view, suggested that was getting us nowhere. And we needed to be concerned with instead. It was the only only way to get where we wanted to go, and we had better be concerned with and attend to in a serious manner or deal with the consequences. I don't know if he ever actually said that consequences thing outright, but we got his drift. I am so glad we met him, because we did want to get where we wanted to go, and so we went. And pretty soon became fixed on ourselves. Absolutely fixed. It was amazing. Forgot all about and totally fixed. We even demanded of others. It seems nuts now, but it made some sort of sense then, this fixation. So there we were, going along with this fixation. Who shows up but Mary, with a colleague I used to know from, well, maybe you know Mary. Mary, you know, with a big, right, well then you know that Mary, with a big, started with, was just a startup, and stayed doing for several years. Oh yes, but then get this, she shows up one day, totally transfixed by something that happened the night before, saying she is now blown away by otherwise to that, and must study otherwise to that immediately. Oh, is it important? Should I know this? Because I had never even heard of otherwising to that before. If I had, I didn't remember. So, I am so fortunate to have been at, to have been in on this importance. Oh, because it looks so, like, necessary, so helpful, so wonderfully compelling. And I'm so very fortunate to have been in on this importance. So, off we went. We went along. Everybody, of course, blown away. We all were by otherwise to that. Everybody, yeah. And even Mr. View, too. Everybody, really, of course. My sister, even. And she lives in Alaska. And I never said a thing to her. It's true. So then what happened? Well, all this otherwise to that continued mostly the same. Mostly. For, I don't know, until maybe like yesterday, or it seems like yesterday, when, out of nowhere, Robin, you know, Robin with the, comes back quite by chance from wherever it was she went this time, saying, you gotta, now, no, yeah, that is over, you gotta, now. Well, I knew, because had introduced us at, when was on its way out, it was a while back. So, sure, why not? Good idea, great idea, awesome, totally. You know, I wasn't that keen on anymore. Anyway, whoops, shoe. Terrific, absolutely fine. I love it, I'm with you, yay! Let's do it, I'm on it, I'm going there. I love her, this. But after a while, everybody started to think, yeah, everybody started to think, maybe it's not such a great idea after all. You get so winded. But while all this, you know, was going on, and because this was going around, this guy, Sam, shows up, who says, Sam, you know, George's cousin, who said, maybe if we try, we'd all be better off. I had read that was good for you. And Frank and Carl right in front of us looked like we're already into it. I've been into it already for weeks now. Or so they said. So they just happened to turn around and I said, how do you do? And they said the same, so come on. There you have it. That's how I got here. I am so glad you asked. So remind me again now, how is it that you got here? Lights fading,